Hi, boys and girls. This is Ms. Kathy. I'm so happy you've joined me today for another story just for you. Granny Garlitz by Ron Halvorsen Jr. From behind the cash register, I watched her approach pattern. She may have been able to see over the dashboard, but she sure didn't drive like it. I could spot her white hair just above the steering wheel. Other customers scurried out of her way like little animals before a coming predator. Granny G veered off the main road and screeched to a stop in front of the self-service fuel island. She didn't know how to work the pump, so someone next to her turned it on. She filled her old car with gas and paid me. I was working at a college gas station. I watched as Granny grannied her way back to her antique car, but it wasn't until she was in her car that I noticed that the gas pump nozzle was still in the filler to her tank. "Wait! Stop! Don't go!" I shouted and banged on the window beside the register, but she couldn't hear me. I bolted out of the station, scattering customers. "Wait! The hose!" Everyone for a block could hear me, but not Granny. I was almost to the back of her car when I saw her shift into drive. I gave my best blood-curdling cry, but she still hit the gas pedal. I paused to think about what could happen. I was already tall, but if the two 10,000-gallon gas tanks beneath my feet blew up, I was going to get a lot taller real quick. My life started to pass before me. In those scenes, I wasn't even out of diapers before Granny ran out of hose. Bam! Snap! The pump leaned to the right. Gas ran everywhere, but fortunately there was no kaboom. I gave another shout and charged after Granny. It must have looked pretty startling. Granny G driving down Main Street with a nozzle and torn hose sticking out of her gas tank filler, being chased by a long-legged college guy. After 100 yards or so, I gave up. It was no use. I would run out of gas long before she would, and besides, with that hose still hanging from her tank, she might even be able to refuel without stopping. I walked dejectedly back to the station. Granny was gone. All that was left was her gas cap and a big mess. One thing I salvaged from the ordeal was a little insight about prayer. What Granny was to the gas pump, we can be to prayer. Wrong in our approach and messy in our effect. I'm talking about pit stop prayers. The hit your knees and hop back up prayer life. The Granny G gospel, peeling out before listening. Getting something out, but not putting anything back. We give God our wish list and make our getaway. God always hears our prayers, but sometimes we have trouble hearing Him. Prayer was never meant for self-service. It isn't about what you can get. It's about whom you can get with. Successful prayer isn't getting God to do what we want. It's getting us to do what He wants. It is a gift, but it's not a way to manipulate God into an early Christmas. God wants you, not your gas cap. Listen before taking off.
The story you have heard today is from Guide's Greatest Stories, written by various authors and compiled by Randy Fischel, and used with permission from the Pacific Press Publishing Association. If you're interested in any other books published by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, please visit AdventistBookCenter.com or call 1-800-765-6955.
This podcast is a production of the Carolina Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.